Good morning, guys. I'm going to show you a video from Legacy of the Void that we were just playing in, and I'm going to explain everything to you. Hopefully you can hear sound, but it doesn't seem like it, so I'll just talk. Oh, here we go. So, in Legacy of the Void, it's pretty awesome. You start out with a ton of SCVs now, and they move pretty quick. And we had sound in a different language. And wait till we get attacked. You guys will love the attacking sound. I'll leave it like this and just let it play through and let you guys see everything. Alright, here we go, guys. So this is basically a ninja style straight up marine rush. The thing is you'll notice that when we start here, we need supply, and supply is extremely important early. My biggest issue is supply, so you won't see very much supply getting out. I tend to just drop it all over the place. But this is Elijah here, so he basically did the supply, and then I kept telling him, make one supply depot after the other. And so here he goes, and here's his barracks coming down. And you're going to see one thing we figured out about Legacy of the Void is you can marine rush through. We haven't tried it in Masters yet, but I'm absolutely certain that this is easy to do in Platinum and Diamond. It's not that bad. The problem you're going to run into when you're doing this, and I'll walk you through it, is you're going to see where we ran into an issue and how we had to fix it. I say we because I sit next to him in his ear, and I'm like, you have to do this and this and this, because I was a Terran player, he was a Zerg player, so it's kind of good to have both players. I can give him advice on Terran, because he really wants to play Terran this year, because there seems to be a lot more Terran players. Terran got upgraded a lot, although Zerg is pretty good too. The new Roach upgrade is pretty awesome if you're really good at micro. So here we go. So basically all we're doing here is building a second inside of our first, setting up all the barracks. If you notice, there's going to be 4 barracks here soon enough. That's a big problem. The issue you ran into, Elijah's sitting next to me, he just doesn't like to be on cam very often, is if you don't make enough barracks, what happens? You don't have enough Marines for your supply. So if you have your economy coming in really well, but you can't get enough Marines out, you're basically dead in the water.
In case someone's wondering, this bunker to see when he has a second up.
So, in case you're wondering, the bunkers to see, we dropped the bunker down right here to see when he starts to go for his second. That way we know when he's going into a second, so that we can prepare and know that, hey, he's catching up to us. We want to try to get our second before him, and if you've noticed, it's down already. It's made and down. So we're building a faster economy than him, no matter what. He's dead in the water here. He just doesn't know it yet. But we really wanted to show this Marine Rush, because I really think that this is the way to go. And you can keep doing this as Terran. The only way to combat this is be very good at tanks. Tanks will stop this if you make enough. But if the Terran transitions also to tanks, and he's already this far ahead and he already can see what you're doing, it's pretty much GG. But let's watch here. We'll watch what happens. And this isn't a European server, for those of you that are wondering. This isn't in NA, this is in Europe. Although we play in both servers, Diamond and NA, and almost Diamond in Europe. Just won a tourney yesterday or the day before yesterday now. So this guy built tanks, alright? So you're going to see that he actually is one of those tank guys. We know he has tanks already. But, so I started to tell Elijah, are you aware that he has tanks, right? Are you going to build tanks? He's like, no way. I am simply going to Marine Rush this guy. And I was like, I don't know if it's going to work. If you see this little trophy right here, guys, this is for winning our tourney 2 days ago. So here we go, and we're gonna show you a pretty awesome way to do this. He's kind of showing everything around here. So we're just pushing out Marines. That's it, basically. We're waiting. Do we already have stim?
Yes, stim just finished.
We just finished stim right now, which is extremely important. All right, and shields. So this guy's about to get wrecked. So you're gonna see this tank doesn't really affect us. We know it's there, as you can see by the scan. And Elijah's going to push in here in a few minutes. He's just making sure he has enough Marines so when those die, he doesn't have to worry about anything. And he's also making sure he has enough that he can create so that, say the guy brings Marines in his back or a tank in his back and he wants to drop with a medevac, he can defend that. And you'll notice that also set up so we can make tanks.
But we didn't.
We didn't need to. But you'll see here. Also, one sensor is good. A sensor tower. You'll see here, right here. There's being a sensor tower being made. Right there. Go ahead and take control again. But you want your sensor tower to be made because you want to be able to see when they're coming.
Another thing too is that we had a Marine here.
It's extremely important. Oh yeah, and you want a Marine to watch when they're coming down their ramp because we want to make sure that he wasn't pushing. Or if he is going to push, when he pushes, we can counter his push as soon as he pushes.
And then we're going.
Alright, and here goes our supplies because, as you can see, we're supply capped. 70 out of 70. That's really the issue here, is not getting supply capped.
And not having enough bases.
And not having enough bases. But you'll see, we realized that. It was hard at first to realize, oh my gosh, now we're 78 out of 78. And it just starts to get crazy here soon. RSCV's just standing there. But now he's doing his job. And I really want to show that this is possible, guys. This is really a fun way to play Legacy of the Void if you really love Terran and if you simply just want to spam Marines, because it's very possible. I don't care. It's extremely possible to do this, and it's really a lot of fun. I think this is the most fun that we've had playing in a long time. Actually, Legacy of the Void is pretty awesome. Alright, so those Marines are just sitting there. We know he left. Obviously, we know he left. He doesn't know we know he left, but we see he left. And here we go.
That's all he has?
That's all he has still. It's just sitting there. He's backtracking for whatever reason. Maybe he's afraid, I don't know. But he would have got wrecked either way if he would have pushed that force. So, here we go. Alright, here we go. Ninja style, Marine Rush. It should be on its way. Alright, so we chose to get, obviously, to get good minerals.
This is probably best fast.
And this harass right here is pretty sick. Just one. All you needed was one. And so we're gonna go harass him. Here you go. Gotta love those new ships. This is pretty awesome harass. The guy didn't know what we're doing, so we took out a few of his SCVs here. I think we even talked to him about it and asked him how many SCVs he could take out with one ship or something as a joke. You might see it. You can see he had a tower there, but it was in the wrong place, so it didn't matter. Oh, he also had a core here. I didn't realize that. He could have built. Oh, was this the guy that actually built the big ships? Alright. Yeah, alright. This is going to be a fun game, and I didn't know which game I was showing you guys. This guy built a bunch of battleships, which got wrecked. That's what he was doing. There we go. See, we asked him. So how many SCVs was that? I mean, literally, one guy took out. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's a good thing I'll point out. When you're going to do this, you need to not worry about the Marines. Aim for their tanks. Don't worry about the Marines. You're going to lose Marines. You should hear me. I was yelling, and I'm like, come on, push, Elijah, push. kill his Marines, but he's like, no, I'm gonna lose Marines. Just know that. So don't worry about the Marines. They're gonna die. We're just gonna keep pushing mass Marines, but I have to take these tanks out. When these tanks are down, I'm gonna win this. And I was like, all right. So he was right, because you're about to see what happens. It's pretty epic.
This is why you need more than just 5 barracks.
So if you can hear him, he said this is why you need more than just 5 barracks. If you can see, because he gets too queued up and backed up, so he can't get enough Marines out in time to save it. But you're gonna see he saves this game, and I wanted to show it because it was a pretty epic game. It was really fun. So here we go. And if you guys ever want to see him on cam, just tell me inside of the stuff underneath, and I'll make him explain the videos next time. This is a little play, man. He said aim for the battle cruiser here. That's what he did.
Tank don't come.
See how he's targeting his battle cruiser here? No. That's a lot of money and gas that guy just lost from Marines. Meanwhile, he's back here just. So he takes down, right? He's not worried. Now he's going to take out a supply. The other guy's Marines don't have it. He can take out a supply, the guy can't make Marines fast enough. So he just was going to totally ignore his stuff there. And here we go. Soon he should be making massive barracks. I'm pretty sure he starts dropping like 10 down or something. It's pretty epic. Meanwhile, he just has everything queued up, and he's just pushing out. And we already know this guy's in a lot of trouble. This guy starts stationing himself a little higher than us, so he can see us coming, as you can see. But he didn't have enough, and he definitely wasn't ready for this. He thought we used our whole force to hit him, and we just didn't. We had a whole other stack.
Because he is Terran.
Alright. Didn't even have to go up. Alright, there's our Marines again. They're ready to go. And the other objective is keep making more and more command centers. If you don't...
And upgrade to orbital.
If you don't, that way you can call down mules. If you don't make enough command centers, you're going to be stuck. Because you're not going to have enough of an economy. See, right here, we have no economy. We're using our entire economy right here to mass push Marines out. And then we just kept messing with this guy. First we told him U.S. was coming, then we said Russia, then NATO. And he loved it. This guy had a lot of fun. We just showed him this is super possible. I don't think he thought it was possible.
With the kills.
Where's the kills?
Right here.
You can scan when he kills. These things again, it's pretty easy. I just wanted to throw that out for you guys. Here, we stop for a second. Meanwhile, same thing. We didn't change our tactic. We simply wanted to ninja style Marine Rough, which I'm going to put a lot of videos. We're going to do this with a lot of people. And I'm going to start we're going to try to get this down to a science to make it faster so we can beat people even faster in Diamond. And then hopefully we'll get to Masters like this here soon. It shouldn't take really that long. I'm pretty sure this works at any level. But we'll see, because we're moving up quickly. He was already number one, first place in Diamond, so...
Just as Zerg.
As Zerg, though, not as Terran. But... Here we go. His MMR is so high in the US server, what's it called?
USA American.
USA American server that right now we're just messing around on Europe.
Here's the barracks.
So... Oh, here goes his barracks, guys. So you see, he's like, oh man, I'm tired of queuing these up, so I'm just going to make massive barracks. Probably could have made these earlier, I'm not going to lie, but he couldn't have because he didn't have the minerals. So he had to keep pressure on this guy so that he could keep pushing stuff out. So here comes his orbital commands, and you're going to see that his supply gets crazy here soon.
Because of the mules.
Because of the mules, he said. So here we go with barracks. For those of you that haven't played StarCraft Legacy of the Void, check it out. This game is awesome. If you're watching our stream and you play Worm or you play any of the other games on our stream, I think that this StarCraft Legacy of the Void is probably the best StarCraft that has came out. I'm not kidding. It is awesome. Wouldn't you think? Don't you think it's way better than the rest? We played in every single one. Look at the mules, guys. If you like RTSs, this game is for you. It's so fun. If you like to build and attack, that's all you're doing. So this guy did a planetary fortress here.
Why worry about the tanks?
It's not going to help him. We went around to the tanks, right?
Yeah.
Because why would we just suicide into all this guy's tanks? He's going to have to come back into us. We're just going to have to siege those tanks. And a big thing we do, we love to do this to take out their supply. So we took out his supply. So his supply depot so that he can reinforcements. And a trick that you need to watch out for also is you don't have to totally take something out. You can make it on fire, and you know that unless he has SCVs to repair it, it's gone. So here we go, guys. Now we're at 12 barracks.
Now I'm 15.
And we're at 15 barracks now?
Yeah.
Alright, so we have 12, we're going to 15. There you go.
These two are in the making.
So,
there's units lost.
And there's units lost, so we'll definitely do that. And push that through there. And, we'll get through this and we'll just push all the way through this. What was that?
Why you need 15 barracks?
So I just said, why do you need 15 barracks? Well, you'll see our gas is huge now, and look at our economy. It's not stopping. Now we have some medevacs out, and now we're just able to push. We're just going to constantly push. And we're going to have so many Marines coming out that it's kind of GG. It is GG, by the way, but it's just going to be crazy.
So why hit this? There's a P.
So we know that planetary fortress is there, so we're going to avoid it, obviously. That's down to the planetary fortress. Not necessarily going to just avoid it. I mean, why bother? He doesn't have a base yet. Canceled it. So he can sell some. We're just picking off his guys here. Loading up. We're going to carry over, redrop off. Whatever. It doesn't matter. You know, Marines are there for a while. It's a good job, right? These Marines are serious. They understand war and know where to take it to the end. So, yep. Meanwhile, our force is larger here. Straight Marine Russian guys. That's the name of this game, and that's how we're going to play it. You don't have to do this if you don't want, but we did. It's really fun, as you can see. It was really fun doing it and talking trash while you doing it. So, well, we didn't really talk trash, but we kind of did because we're like, well, here comes the U.S., here comes Russia, because he was just wrecking us, and we just kept pushing. It was pretty fun. All right, here we go. Russians out. They're absolutely squishy. We were actually kind of amazed at how squishy they are now. Always, but people didn't build it very much. As much resources as they take, I would not. Look at our minerals now, guys. I just want to point that out. Look at the minerals. And full cube. We're maxed out. So we could have probably did it better. We could have built 200 out of 200. This guy's nothing but 22 out of 17. That was game almost. Let's see if he clicks. Oh, that's it. I GG it. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed our new video. Yep.